Hello everybody. I got a new tool, a new toy. It's an Aircat 1600 THA. It's a 3/4 drive impact gun, or on their websites they call it an impact wrench. But I have a half drive, a couple half drives that I use all the time. But I got this this trailer I pull around, and the trailer hitch on it, and the ball on it. It takes 1.5 inch nut. So I'm always using a wrench and stuff, and I get tired of doing it by hand. So there was a sale on Amazon for $330, and I said I'm going to buy this one. It's real powerful, and I think which I also noticed, there's almost no maintenance to this thing. There's no grease inside, so that's really a cool thing for me. But a few of the features on this thing is you have to have a 3/8 air fitting, and you got to screw it, which is one of these things. It looks like this, 3/8, which I already put one in already. It requires a 1/2 inch air hose, so you should get a 1/2 inch air hose for your air compressor. It draws 10 CFM, which is a lot. On the back you have 4 basic settings. You got full reverse right here, which is 1,600 foot-pounds. So if you want to be breaking bolts, this is the air gun for you. You got low, medium, and high clockwise, which is up to 1,400 clockwise. So this will definitely do a good job if you have, like I live in the rust over here, so dealing with all the rust and everything, yeah, I need a powerful gun, and this will be the gun for me. What I like about this thing also, there's no grease involved. All you see is one little grease port in the front. You could add a couple drops of oil to that. And on their website, they say you just take some oil, regular air tool oil, and put a couple drops in it before you use it. And then you're good to go for the day. Unless you have a oiler on your airline, then that'll be fine for your application. But just add a couple drops of oil in the inlet. That's all you got to do. But I'm going to try this on my small air compressor. I already did. I know it's going to work. But I'd like to share with you quickly how it performs on a 20-gallon tank. But before I bought this, I wanted to do some research, and I found some stuff out online. So before buying the Aircat, I wanted to know if I could even use it on my small air compressor. So I found a couple charts online that helped me with my decision to buy this thing. The first is they ask you how much CFM you need on your air compressor, how much horsepower. So this first chart is probably for industrial applications, like if you have a body shop or something. But they want to know how much CFM you're going to be using, and that tells you how much horsepower you need. So this chart goes tools in use, CFM, mine is 10 times 1.5. I need 15 CFM to run the air compressor to run my tools. Well, ain't no way I'm going to do that with a small air compressor. But I found hope with this chart, and it says what's your minimum tank size you need. And in this application it says you multiply your tool CFM, again it's 10, times 1.585, so I need 15.85 gallons of air. Well, that's hopeful now, I can do it. So if I have a 15-gallon tank or bigger, I'm good to go. For testing how the gun works, I'm going to use my old air compressor. It's I think it's about 25 years old, maybe 30. Old Craftsman, 20-gallon, single cylinder. It says it puts out 150 PSI, but it doesn't. It does about 140 now. This one has been hot rodded. If you have trouble with your small compressor pushing a lot of air, you might have to change the piping. All the piping on top over here has been changed to 3/8. I took off all the 1/4 inch. So if you can't push the air with yours, you're going to have to modify it. I tied in my small 10-gallon auxiliary tank. It's all pressurized now. But what I'll do is I'll use the just the 20-gallon tank first to show you how fast it bleeds out using the air gun, and then I'll put them both together to see how it performs a little bit better with a 30-gallon versus a 20. This feels good in the hand. It weighs about 8 pounds. But they tell you you got to be, with the line pressure, you got to be running at 90 with the gun running. So the gun right now is at full reverse, right here. So if I squeeze this thing, you'll see how fast it bleeds out with a 20-gallon tank. You can see the gauge. Here we go. Instead of listening to the air compressor rattle, I just cut the tape for a second. I turned on the second tank now, so now I'm at, again, full power with the auxiliary tank on, so I'll be pushing 30 gallons of air. So you'll see it's a little bit better this way. About 138, 35 line pressure right now, and you got to run it at 90 for full power. Here we go. Okay, I moved over to the truck now, and I put the ball upside down so it's easier to show you on the camera. I'm going to tighten it first, then I'm going to remove it. I want to see somebody unscrew that by hand now. Ain't gonna happen. Well, that's my review and test of the Aircat. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.